Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to start an astrology and spirituality live stream. Today the focus is going to be how to fix and expand your creativity using Mars in Leo. Alright, so we're going to talk about your passions, motivations, anger, frustrations, and deep desires, and how you can be fixed, consistent, or stubborn in a more light, relatable, but still spiritual, unique, passionate, enthusiastic, and creative way. Alright? Because Mars is in Leo right now. And depending on your sign or the house where Leo is on your natal chart, you're gonna be able to use this energy and not be used in different ways and in different areas. And perhaps you and I can use in the same way but in different percentages. Or we can use that energy in the same way but in different areas. You might need to go a bit more personal, I might need to step away and make things less personal, but still doing the same thing, because it's not what you do, it's how, and many times as well when you do it. Not as in what time or where the planets, but sometimes you get an idea, and if you do it in that second, it works out. If you do it 2 seconds later, it still works out, but not as well or not as impactful and influential as it could be. Alright, so we'll get ready. Let me just share on Discord that we are live over here. Nani? No, bro. I mean, we can do like this. Alright. And let me know in the comments down below, how is you reacting and responding, how is you experiencing this Mars in Leo, right? Let me know in the comments down below, in the comments down below, in the comments down below, below. Mm. 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 All right, communication is made, everything is ready, and before we start the stream, make sure to remember that the best way to be is to be your goddamn self, and you should only believe in yourself and in all possibilities. And you already know, Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to take a ride in Esoteric Cloud, which is a lighter and less dense vehicle that you can jump into in order to reach and travel to wider and wiser spaces, so you can have wider and wiser perspectives and conclusions about yourself and your circumstances. Over here is 10:35 p.m. So what is rising right now? We are Aquarius is on the rising at the moment. So good time to be talking in a consistent and unique way. Right. So Leo, Mars and Venus is setting right now, and that makes sense because I left the house a while ago and the moon, which is in Cancer, was setting on the horizon. So Leo being there right now makes sense and it's real. I'm pointing there because that's west. It's there, right? So let's unveil here the natal chart, the natal chart of today, right? Oh, that's small ESO, big ESO. So today, well, what is it's the Pluto, Pluto 29 degrees Cap. Let's not forget about that. All right. So today we have Sun in Gemini, Moon in Cancer, going into Leo. Moon will be conjuncting Venus and Mars. It will be super heavy charged emotions and feelings. Great time to go for or to organize a party. maybe don't go to very crowded places. This can play out as a full moon scenario because of Mars and Venus being there. Mars gives it the tension, Venus gives it the easiness to ooze out and get over exalted, you know what I'm saying? And then Sun will be in Cancer tomorrow, right away. But we will do the live stream of Sun in Cardinal Water. We'll do that once it's like 3-4 degrees, once we are really in Cancer season. And by the way, if you see astrologers making like predictions for the future, like, because I sometimes I say things that it's not based on astrology, and I'd be like, this might happen, right? But you have these astrologers, they be like making a reading for the next month when they are out of the alignment. That's a fake astrologer, right? What I like to do, even sometimes on the full moons, it's, I think, good to do like preparing for the full moon, but still making a reading or a live stream. Let's imagine the next full moon, it will be full moon in Capricorn, right? So the full moon live stream should be you reacting and responding to the moon in Sagittarius. But some people, they try to predict the moon in the full moon, and that's not true. But that's okay, because it's like the next 3 days. But you have like these astrologers that they make the horoscope. Hi, welcome to the stream. They make the horoscope for the next year. Bro, those are some fake astrologers as well. Because the best way to use astrology is the opposing energy. It's not predicting the future, is analyzing, reacting and responding to the experiences that you were through recently or you are right now, right? And sometimes when you're about to leave the house, right, you be like, oh, the moon is in this sign, so let me be aware of this. It's not even, oh, this might happen. No, it's like, oh, let me be aware of this, and if this happen, I have to react or I have to not react. You know what I'm saying? So astrology is not about the future, it's about the present. In course, you can know, okay, the sun will be in Cancer for the next 30 days, so these might happen and whatnot, but it's not a prediction, right? It's like there is more probabilities of this happening, but I'm not guaranteeing you that this will happen. All right, so let's take one card for today's energy. We had the Sun 29 Gemini. Yesterday we had the transition live stream between Gemini and Cancer, so if you're interested in that, go and watch that. It was very interesting. So Sun in Gemini, Moon in Cancer / Leo, and Mars Day in Leo. We got two cards actually. It's okay, it's for today. Drop that like, y'all. I agree with Daria. You better drop that like. Make this content go out to the public, more out to the public, right? And we have the reverse 2 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. So that's the tarot cards for today. So 2 of Pentacles in reversed. There we go. In reversed. Oh, come on now. And the 8 of Swords. Not in reversed. Alright, so what does that mean for today's energy? So the 2 of Swords means that there is more realistic relationships and communications, or conversations and ideas sparking between conversations that are about realistic stuff, a commitment, responsibilities, profit, limits, boundaries, alright? But either you or the person you're talking with or both are misunderstanding each other, the reality, the subject, or the conclusion, right? And then with the 8 of Swords, it means that you or somebody that you have to share spaces very closely are in a mental loop. And that can be good, it can be consistency, and that supports you, or it can be a prison, it can be a jail cell, right? And those misunderstandings of the Two of Pentacles, those realistic communications, might get you stuck in your head and you can't think differently. Or the moment you start to think differently, you feel guilty, you feel blocked, you feel limited, you feel exposed, you feel awkward because you are misunderstanding how to communicate or communications that you had in the real world. Because Pentacles, which equates to the earth element, is the accumulation of fire, water, and air. So it can be you misunderstanding or being misunderstood by somebody in your real world, in your real environment, or in an environment that deals and influences your stability and security. Or you are misunderstanding how others are communicating in those realms. So it could be many things, physically speaking, but it's out, and that's how you know what is what, because they came from the same spaces. They might look like the same, but they are not the same. They might come from the same person, but it's not the same. But how you distinguish is knowing what the space they came from. If it deals with money, security, stability, structure, privacy, safety, being on time, looking a certain way when it comes to being organized and shit, that's earth element. All right? And then with the Eight of Swords, you might feel insecure or weird because of those misunderstandings, but on the positive side, if you have a mental system that you spend a lot of time into, you can go back to it, right? And it works as a support because you have been work on that mentality for long enough. Or you have worked on that mentality for long enough, but it's the wrong type of mentality because instead of supporting you, it's blocking and limiting you, okay? But the origin of that, or what makes you remind that, is some misunderstandings, misusages, and misjudgments when it comes to relationships or conversations in or about reality, structure, limits, boundaries, safety, security, profit, and efficiency. All right, and let's see how to use these energies in the best way to reach the all possibilities, because the misunderstanding is not negative. For an example, let's say you are on your workspace or just in the real world, in the physical world, right? And you thought somebody wished you good, or you thought that business partner was the right business partner for you. And then through a misunderstanding, you let an information slip, or somebody let an information slip because you didn't thought that business partner was doing something against you, but they were. And because of that misunderstanding, you actually clear up information, right? Or you make a mistake, you feel weird about it, but it actually leads you to the right door for the next step to so you can reveal to the world your very well worked mindset, right? So misunderstandings are not negative. They might be uncomfortable, they might be weird, but if you are a true spirit, in the end of the day, we'll laugh about it, even if it is like in private or with your spiritual ship partner. You will, oh girl, today I did this and I felt so weird, but in the end of the day I just want to laugh about it because it made me remind myself or this or that. Alright, misunderstandings are not bad. Nothing is good or bad, alright? That's why Adam and Eve got expelled out of Eden, out of the paradise, out of all possibilities, because they ate from the tree, or they ate the fruit from the tree of good and evil. So that thought and that feeling, instead of just being and experiencing in all possibilities, they started to judge, is it good? Is it bad? And who gave them in the first place that idea? The snake, the body, the flesh, the earth element, the accumulation of all the other things. So the flesh and the mind, because the mind creates the flesh, can lead your spirit into judging the experience instead of just experience, instead of getting the right conclusions, you are concluding, is it good or is it bad? And it's not one or the other. It's something on itself. It's an experience. It's a testimony. It's not good or bad. It's something on its own, uniqueness and individuality. And that applies to your experience as well. Alright? It's something on its own. Good and bad is too general. It's too general. You can't really say if that experience was good or bad. It was an experience. It had something on it. And it's up to you to use that thing. By being no thing, you can use it, right? So you can use it, or it's up to you to use it in the best way possible accordingly to you. And let me tell you, coming from a guy with more than 51% air energy in my natal chart, the whole world is thinking too much about the world, right? And I was watching a little bit of a football match today, soccer, right? And I was imagining that, like, most people think about the players and the players themselves, even when they are on those lower leagues. That's still a valuable experience, but most people out of that, they be, oh, that is not a good player because he doesn't play on the top league. So they are thinking too much about the world. Because a player that plays on the third league, I have an ex-friend of mine, he plays in the third league, but I'm sure he still has a fulfilling experience. I'm sure he still enjoys. He still, like, has the will to play and the will to win. And it's not because he's on the third league. Actually, he won, so they're being promoted to the second league. But I'm sure it's not because they were on the third league that they weren't as willed to win. But people, and even players, they think too much, oh, I have to be in the top flight. I have to be in the best league. And sometimes being in the top flight and being on the best league is a worse experience because you are more limited and you have to spend more time doing, thinking, and feeling about that one thing. And as a spirit, that's hell, that's demonic, because you live in all possibilities. So when you, as a spirit, spend 90% of your existence focused on one thing, but you know, because you are a spirit, you are a part of all possibilities, so you know there is all possibilities, but you are fixing that one thing, it hurts. Your spirit moves in a way that it hurts itself. Because you know, Bob, there is all possibilities. There is even things that I can't imagine of. And I'm here worrying all the time about this one thing. Shit, that sucks. And it's true. So when you are on the third and second league, you can still have a fulfilled experience. You can still win some silverware and validation and recognition. And sometimes, because you are playing from a local club, the people that support the club, they really support it. They really love it. People that support Man United and Man City, they don't give a fuck about the players, right? They just want their club to win and be the best. So they don't have such a personal connection to the club. While if you're playing for a local club, and if you're hungry, I'm sure the grandma of the person in the town, she will be the first to be at your door to give you a plate full of food. But if you get hungry in those big clubs, nobody gives a fuck about you. Because you win a lot of yourself, and you this and you that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's not good to be in the top flight, in the best league, in the highest position, because it's on their system. And it's not there, or I'm not saying there as negative. It's just like, it's not yours. It's as simple as that. Like, I usually say that the shadow government, they don't want to kill the population. They need the population. What they do is maintain a balance of numbers and mentality. They don't want you on the extreme because they want to move you around, right? So if you are on one extreme, they have to use more energy and more resources and more time to move you to other positions. But if you are in the middle, you can go to that extreme or that extreme as they want to. And they need the economy, the people, to build and maintain their world. But if it's too much people, the system is clogged. If it's not enough people, the system can't run, right? So they don't want to kill, right? They want to kill some people. That's true. But basically they are not killing people. They are giving the gun. Imagine they are giving the gun to the people, and then the people choose to shoot. But you can just first not take the gun. You can take the gun and take the bullets and put it in the drawer away from your kids. You don't need, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to actually use the gun. You can take the gun so they think you are dumb, but you actually using their gun to shoot other shit. Hey, you can do that as well, bro. Bro, this is the world. This is free for all, especially right now. You know what I'm saying? It is always free for all, bro. You created this world. Why are you here? Because you are part of it, right? But whoever is running the world, sometimes it's easier for who is not ruling the world to think that they have no power. But you always have power, right? You always have something to do on your own. And like I was saying, sometimes it's for your benefit to not be on those higher positions. Because the higher the position, the closer you are to them and to their God and to their mentality and their rule set, and the more you are exposed. And then if you do something that you're not supposed to do, everybody knows it and you're punished. And before you reach those positions, you have to go through some bullshit that I don't even want to think about because I ain't a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Bro, why you think in order for you to be the prime minister, you have to be a part of a party? Right? You can just, oh, I want to be, oh, what you know? I know this, I know that. Oh shit, you look good for the job. Let's go. No. It's like, so how many years you been in the diplomatic party or whatever? 20. Not enough. You're too young. You need to spend more time jumping the obstacle course that we made for you. Then when you prove that you are a good boy, we might think about giving you that position. Because let me tell you, even in sports, but sports it's different, and depending on the sport, it's different. But even in sports, there is no really people achieving a position. What happens the most is somebody is gave a position. You know the difference. Because it's really important, because you have like these athletes and celebrities, they are worshipped and they are seen as an example, and young people aspire to be like them. And if you tell them that you can't be like them because they didn't achieve the position, somebody gave it to them. So it's not about you, it's about who is handing out those positions. That's some bullshit in my book. I don't know about yours. I don't know about yours. All right. So let's move on. No, all possibilities. Yeah. Or how to use, or not using, just but going through these energies, how to reach all possibilities in the best way possible without expending too much time or energy. Because to reach all possibilities, you have to go through all the dense mentalities, thoughts, ideas, and feelings, right? And if you know the right angle, you can go without using too much fuel of your spaceship. And what is your spaceship? Your body? Because I'm in space, there is space between us, and my body is a ship, right? I'm going through the space, but my voice can be a spaceship, my thoughts can be a spaceship, just a ship, just something that takes something, that take across the ocean, across the medium, right? But there is space, right? Between my face and my hand, there is space. So when my voice reaches my hand, it is a ship, a container that crossed spaceship. And every time that you see in movies or anime or cartoons space, they're talking about either here, but in a exaggerated way, or about the spiritual realm. Because you can't physically go out to space, only spiritually. You better believe it, bro. It's true. It's true. That shit, don't fall for the aliens. Don't fall for the aliens. They're not you. I'm an alien, bro. I'm an alien. Aquarius Stellium. I'm the alien. Mentally speaking, spiritually speaking. Because I separate myself from others. Not because I hate them, because I love me. It's all about that. Alright? So, Let's take this fucking card, bro. We focus. Let me stop talking. Let's go. So we can talk about Mars in Leo and how to expand your creative or fixate and be more consistent with your creativity. All right? Because that's basically the only thing we are here to do, to express and build your creativity. All right, we have the card Fire and Water Dragon. So today, the best way to reach all possibilities is to express in a spiritual, passionate and creative way your dreams, illusions, imaginations, feelings, emotions and deep desires and deep purposes, deep meanings. But you gotta be smart. So only express those deep things to spiritual people or to people of your soul group or to your spiritual ship, or in scenarios that you really got to maintain, mark, or defend your position. Don't be communicating this out of the blue to people that don't really care about it, alright? It's pretty obvious, right? So let's go for the astro reading, astro and numerology reading over here. Sun 29 degrees Gemini, so that's 11 energy. So you are seeing yourself as unique, or you are seeing something outside of you that is unique and that is in the realm of thinking, communicating, analyzing, acting, or expressing in more mutable, light, scattered, cold, and logical ways. Moon in Cancer, reacting and responding to new feelings, new emotions, and new spiritual purposes. Venus 13 degrees Leo, we want to think more clearly and think more and better about our fixed, passionate, intense, spiritual, and creative relationships and commitment. Mercury, 17 degrees Gemini, we are spending a lot of time, or we have, and now we feel supported and wiser, spending a lot of time thinking and communicating in these ways or about these ways, which are more mutable, scattered, adaptable, logical, and intellectual ways to think, communicate, and analyze. Mars 18 degrees Leo, perfect for today's live stream because it's number 9 energy, so we can rise, we can be wiser with how we can fix, be creative, and be light as in weight, so we can reach more spaces about our passions, motivations, anger, frustrations, and deep desires. And let me be honest with y'all, and this is coming from Mars in Libra. We have to stop shaming passion. Being passionate is alright. Being passionate about the right things, though, should be celebrated. But we live, not we, you live, because in my eyes, it is not like that. But most people in today's society, they get cringed out and they feel weird when somebody is passionate. Like, the fuck, you want everybody to be asleep like you? You want everybody to have no passion? To not get hard about something? Here in Portugal, we use that expression, ter tesão, being hard sexually about something, because they coming from the same spiritual space, right? Tens ter tesão, caralho. You have to have grit, you have to have passion. Otherwise, what the fuck is you doing here? There is no point, right? And not we, but you, if you're watching and you're coming from that space, you have to stop shaming passion, right? Because that's how people, or that's the first step when people start to lose, or not lose, but give their power away, because nobody can steal your power. You have to either forget about it or give it away, pawn it. Most people pawn their power and receive some crumbs. No, it's harder than conviction. It's harder than conviction. It's real fire, real passion, real shit, bro. It's like conviction on steroids. I'm over exaggerating, but you know my point. It's conviction, but harder, more expressed, with more passion, impactful. If a guy doubts you and you turn your face their way with that passion, they shit themselves. You didn't say anything, but just your look with that fire in your face. That motherfucker can be 2 meters tall. They shit their pants right in front of you. You better believe it. That's spiritual impact. That's stronger than any physical impact. But moving on. Jupiter, 7 degrees Taurus, getting away from old and getting into new ways to expand your fixed, safe, and stable reality and sources of validation. Jupiter, oh, Saturn retrograde. Oh, Saturn is that makes sense. So all the fixed signs, you got a gift here, because fixed signs do very well, or in theory, if you know what you're doing, do very well on retrograde energy, because retrograde energy is basically coming back or accumulating more, and fixed energy comes from that space. Fixed signs can be seen as slow or a bit retarded because we don't move as fast with the wave. And that's good because everybody's washed up under the current. So if I can't be washed up, bro, fine by me, I guess, right? So retrograde energy helps the fixed signs because everybody's coming back washed up to a place where the fixed signs that never left. Hey, you back? What you doing? I thought you moved on. We back here chilling, I guess, building here the same sculpture. Pew 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 pew. And everybody's like, shit, great sculpture. And the fixed sign be like, oh, what you been doing? Bro, I started this, then I started that, then I went there, then I associated with this, but I got nothing to show, and you are finishing your sculpture. That's fixed energy, bro. And the Aquarius got it tougher because Aquariuses, they jump to the future and they be fixed on the future. So we're building an all futuristic spaceship and then we move on. And then everybody catches up. Oh shit, this is so cool. And the Aquarius are already working on the new one. Oh, that old shit. Now, I finished that centuries ago. I'm working on this new one, you know what I'm saying? Moonlight Orange saying, I love when people have passion. I let them speak. I want to be inspired by them. I hear them speak about their passions. True, it can be non-verbal passion too. That's the, not the strongest, but the most common form of passion. You make something like this, oh shit! You know, bro, that's so funny. That's some real spiritual things. You know what I'm saying? That's real spirituality, bro. And you can say it's pseudo. You felt it even from animals. Animals spend more time in that space. And actually, I just remembered a video that I planned to do, but I forgot about it. I remembered right now, so let's make it. Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, talking about some spirituality. And today we're talking about the mentality or the space where animals spend most time in, alright? And I remembered this, I created this idea when I was watching some YouTube shorts after the day of work, chilling, and I saw this person that was like, I think, out in the woods in America, and there was a wolf, right? And the wolf was really close to them, but the wolf wasn't noticing them. The wolf was chilling, smelling something, right? And then the person was like, hey wolf, because they wanted to tell the wolf, hey, I'm here, don't get scared, we chilling. And then the wolf suddenly realizes and moved away, right? And I was like, how is this possible? I was not doubting it, I was just inquiring myself. How is this possible? Because the wolf has great sense of smell and great sense of hearing, and through the fur, and cats do it better, but also through the nose and through the airs, they can feel the air vibrations and they can feel electromagnetic waves from your heart, for an example. So how is such a beast, right? High sense of hearing, high sense of smell. How is that beast not aware of a person right there, bro? It was right there, right? And that's because spiritually, animals spend more time in their imagination. animals spend more time in La La Land, right? They do have a great sense of smell, but because their spirit is focused on the spiritual realm, they can't use or they can pay attention to whatever they are receiving from that high sense of smell, right? Because you and I, in a human body, because we ain't human, we created a human, right? We developed a better mentality about this realm. So I don't smell as well, but I can see a wolf miles, not miles, but I can see a wolf very far away. I'm aware of it. But the wolf is not, because he's smelling other shit, he's not really thinking, right? But he's on another world, right? So that proves to you that those animals, they might have better bodies or better physical capabilities, but they can't use it as well. And as they get wiser, like we did, they will leave those high senses of smell behind so they can have higher mental senses, spiritual senses, because they spend too much time in these lower animalistic natures, so they can't be aware of what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So, but you get my point. It's like, how can this animal with such smell, such good smelling capabilities and hearing capabilities, not be aware of the human right there? Because they were somewhere else. They weren't here, spiritually speaking. But the spirit travels real fast. So in a second he was back when the human said something. Right? It wasn't the wolf that came back to its senses. The human brought the wolf back to its senses because the wolf was somewhere else. The wolf, was, as a spirit, was using other functions, not the smell, not the hearing. He was using non-corporeal, non-physical abilities. You know what I'm saying? And you do that as well. Sometimes you're on the road, you're talking with somebody, and you ain't here. It all happened. I'm sure it happened to you. You're talking with somebody, face to face, and you're like, oh yeah, that's crazy, bro. Yeah. Then, so you think I did the right thing? They'd be like, oh, you think I did the right thing? And you're like, what the fuck did they just told me? I didn't listen shit. I don't know. Yeah, you did, girl. Yes, you did. Bro, you wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? Yours because you physically was here. But your true you spiritually wasn't here. You were in the spiritual realm. And that's how you know spirituality ain't pseudo. Because you go through these things. It's not in the book. You don't need to go to school. You don't need to learn this. You already do it. You're already experiencing it, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Watch the live streams as well. And as a Cloud Surfer is surfing out. See you soon. Bro, and that's some real shit right there. Hey, that's some real intelligence. Making spirituality very clear. That's one of my fucking purposes. Let's go. LFG, LFG, let's fucking go. I'll grab more water. Be right back, guys. I'll be right back. here we are. We are back. And we were on Saturn retrograde. Okay, we have to make a live stream about that next Saturday. Live stream about Saturn retrograde. Alright, be here. So Saturn retrograde, 7 degrees Pisces, separating from old examples and coming into new examples using past events. Okay, so maybe it's like this. You are still dealing with the past, but now you changing, right? You changing how you looked, how you felt, how you act, because Saturn encompasses every other transition, right? So you might be changing how you feel, aka healing about your past, because it's Pisces, mutable water, moving waters, healing, connecting, juice, right? It's Saturn, reality, your status, your network, your association. I have to open my window. It's really hot in here. It's my fault. I'm too hot. God damn. Alright, we are back. Jupiter in Pisces retrograde, 7 degrees, separating from old into new conclusions about your past moments when you were connecting or trying to build a spiritual reality. Then Uranus, 21 degrees Taurus, being aware about higher mentalities or events with higher impact in how to be unique and rebellious but still have a fixed and stable security, privacy and real circumstances. Neptune 27 degrees Pisces, almost going into Aries. That's going to be crazy, being wiser about deep and wide feelings, emotions, imaginations, dreams and illusions that affect a whole generation, aka, for an example, a generational curse. And lastly, but not least, Pluto 29 degrees Capricorn, also retrograde, seeing an example of individuality and uniqueness about or in past moments where you or somebody had to transform their life in order to create a new and creative way to have stability and security in their life. And that's the astro reading for today. And let's move along. So, how to expand and fix, as not fix as in it was broken, but fix as in fixated. There, you know what I'm saying? English can be tricky sometimes. So how to fix, how to pinpoint, how to solidify your passions and motivations, angers and frustrations, and deep desires as well, by being creative, spiritual, unique, and also a bit relatable, right? So, if you have Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, okay, you have a gift. You have a gift to be more stable and more consistent, because usually you are more cardinal, you are more reckless, you are less relatable, and you are more sporadic, more spark-like. And now you have to use this gift and be more consistent, be more stable, be more calm, be more intelligent. Alright? You just do what you do, but about the same thing. You can do it in different ways, but make sure you are talking about your purpose, your individuality, your creativity in a passionate and motivated way, right? But consistently. Keep doing, keep come back to it, but in a new way or with new people. All right, but be consistent, keep on track. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you can expand, or first fix and then expand your creativity, right? Or your passion or your motivation. It's by being more consistent, all right? Or stubborn. Maybe you just need to not move your mentality. Don't move your image about yourself or something else. You know what I'm saying? It can be that. But it's all about being more consistent and also add in a bit of sun energy because sun is exalted on your sign of Aries, right? But be a bit more relatable, be a bit more warm, be a bit more pleasurable. Don't like go out of your way to be. Are we live? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. But there is saying that we're not. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My internet connection is flunking out right now. I think we're live, right? Alright, we back? No, it was me, it was me. It was me. Alright, I think we cool now. Let's go. Let's not waste too much time. Taurus. If you have Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus in Taurus, or Sun in Scorpio, what you gotta do to fix and expand your creativity and spirituality is learn how to be more light, how to be more pleasurable to yourself, be passionate about your values, be motivated about creating a better image about you, paying attention to your passions, motivations, anger, and frustration. Because you, Taurus, can be catering too much to your relationships, to your environment, to your work, to your money, to your boss, or whatever. Right? So you have to learn how to be lighter, how to be more creative without letting the world and reality and the desires tone you down. So it's time to get excited by being yourself, not because of that desire, not because of that money, not because of that person or that relationship, because of yourself, because of your experience. You know what I'm saying? Now, Geminis. If you have Sun, Moon, Rising or Mercury in Gemini, how you fix and expand your creativity and spirituality using Mars in Leo is by using the opportunity to be more consistent or stubborn with your passions, motivations, angers, and frustrations if they are about your image, your uniqueness, and your individuality. Because I've said this a lot, but you Geminis, you have one of the easiest times to throw away your individuality, to throw away your uniqueness, just to be a part of something, just to belong, just to feel right. But you never feel right if you're throwing your individuality away, alright? And it's time to use your logic and use your communication to talk about the real shit, not about the statistics. I'm talking about the facts. Bro, those facts don't even matter in your day-to-day life, and they don't even matter because it's not your facts. You didn't came up with it. Basically, you are taking another man's hand to masturbate yourself. That doesn't make fucking sense, right? So it's time to use this opportunity with Mars in Leo to be more fixed, consistent, stubborn, spiritual, creative, exciting, and imaginative and spiritual about your passions, motivations, angers, frustrations, and deep desires. You still can be logic, you still can be cold and detached about it, you can actually bring some balanced energy to it, but you have to do that. Alright? Let's move to cardinal water, aka Cancer. So if you have Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, because Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, what you want or what you have to do in order to fix and expand your creativity with Mars in Leo is to be a bit less personal, be a bit less moody, and be a bit more consistent. Be a bit more showing you or showing others why. Instead of moving your way out of it, instead of throwing certain emotions and feelings, you show, you do, and you act what? Your passions, motivations, angers, and frustrations. Alright? And especially about the deep desires part that comes with Mars. Right? You have to show that, okay, to others, and you might be wrong. But even if you are wrong, by doing that, you will see by yourself that you were too moody or you were too emotional about something that has nothing to do with those emotions and feelings. You are creating those emotions and feelings that are not even associated and attached to your passions and motivations in the first place, right? Because it's about your passion, your creativity, not your moods, not your feelings, not your safety and security. It's about, but because it's a fatal attraction, you might think it is, but it's not. Alright? Let's move on. Leo, if you have Sun, Moon, or Rising in Leo, just gotta be yourself, okay? But, like, you have to be a bit more like Aries, because Mars rules Aries. So you gotta be a bit more harshful, recklessness. You have to sacrifice a little bit of relatability and validation and being liked by others, right? You have to show your true self. You have to show your true passion, your true motivation, your true anger, your true frustration, and your true, really true deep desires. And learn from Scorpio. It can be weird, it can be cringe, it can be clunky, but it's yours. And you wanna experience it in that way. Because Mars also rules Scorpio, right? Learn about yourself. My bad, guys. We're talking about some Mars in Leo shit. Opposing Aquarius, opposing air, it's too hot. Technology and information like cold environments. To go smoothly. Alright? To go smoothly. Alright? So we're talking about this hot shit. Mars energy, Sun energy. It's too hot. Right? The quantum computers, for an example, they have to be in below zero temperatures. Otherwise they can't work. Right? And I just opened my window recently, so the room is getting fresher. Alright, Bully? Thank you for being here, everybody, by the way. Everybody that is here watching right now, or the recorded version, your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, and a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Yeah, the room is too hot. I think it's that. It's refreshing right now. It's refreshing. So let's go to Virgos. If you have Sun in Virgo, Moon in Virgo, Rising in Virgo, or Mercury in Virgo, how do you fix and expand your creativity? By being yourself, right? Because you are fatal attracting Leo, but you gotta be a bit more like Leo when it comes to your passions, motivations, anger, and frustrations. You gotta be more light, show them, have trust and power when you do act and express or see examples of something that makes you mad and be like, bro, that makes me mad because it doesn't make sense and this person is receiving attention because they are scamming others or something like that. And that's it, Virgos. For Virgos, like, Virgos, you might think you got it hard, but you actually got it easy. Because to correct yourself, you'd only need to do one thing. Do less. Be more simple. That's it. Because you as Virgos, you are thinking too much, reacting too much, worrying too much, helping others too much, working too much, stressing too much. But you do those things very well. So you just need to stop doing so much. Not stopping at all. Alright? We are live. Let's keep going. Let's waste no time. Because we can't keep a stable connection right now. It's Mars in Leo. Let's fucking go. So if you have Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Saturn, because Saturn is exalted in Libra, you have the opportunity to be more fixed, consistent, or stubborn about your passions, motivations, angers, frustrations, and deep desires, and still be seen as relatable, enjoyable, and receive some validation for it. So just go in on your passions, go crazy. If it is about yourself, if it is about individuality, spirituality, and real creativity, people will still enjoy. Even if you're hard motherfucker, because you have Libra alignments and Mars is in Leo, you have the opportunity to still be seen as relatable and enjoyable. So just go all in the right areas, which are individuality, creativity, and spirituality. Alright? Virgos do think too much, says Moonlight Orange. That's true. Sometimes about the wrong things, that's the problem. Just like Aquarius. Aquarius and Virgos, they both have a superpower, overthinking. But they be overthinking about the wrong shit. Not me though, not this Aquarius. Sun, I'm not an Aquarius, I have an Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? So, if you have Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Pluto, or Uranus in Scorpio, this is for you, and in order for you to expand and fix your creativity, you have to learn how to express better, express and act and see lighter, and through more validation, fun, and enjoyment. Your passions, your motivations, your aggression, frustration, and deep desires, because Mars rules you. So basically, you are learning about something that you already do, also in a fixed way, also in a consistent way, but more creative, more spiritual, more enjoyable, more light, more pleasureful for you and others. Alright? Let's move on to Sagittarius. If you have Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter in Sagittarius, this is for you, and you have a gift to be more fixed, consistent, and unique about your passions, motivations, anger, and frustrations. So you gotta be yourself, be more mutable and sociable, but be fixed. You, just like your opposition sign, Geminis, you easily throw away your individuality, your uniqueness, your authority, just to be relatable, just to feel good, just to be a part of something. And that's some bullshit. Alright? You never should do that in sacrifice of your individuality. and your uniqueness. That's not the right way. Other way, why the fuck are you here being you? If it is to sell your individuality away. Oh, but you're supposed to be a part of a... Yes, but not by sacrificing your uniqueness and individuality. Alright? So you have a gift here, you just make sure that you are using it. Okay? Be passionate, be motivated, be aggressive, and be frustrated about some spirituality, creativity, and validation, but in the real way, about you, your image, and what you know, what you do, what you pay attention to, and what you receive attention from as well, not what others be paying or receiving attention from, not what others know and they done, what you did, what you enjoy, what you had pleasure from. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to Capricorn. That's a little rhyme there. Move on into Capricorn. Let's go. If you have the Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Saturn in Capricorn, this is for you, and you have to go through some misunderstandings, alright? Like I said in the start of the stream, it's not negative, it's not positive, it's just a misunderstanding, alright? So you right now are misunderstanding yours and others' passions, motivations, angers, frustrations, and deep desires. Not only the things, but also how they are being expressed, seen, and act upon. Because you are more realistic, you're more cold, you're more internal, you're more detached, you're more far away and separated. And everybody wants to bring these things together, and they want to pay attention to each other's passions, motivations, and frustrations, and you want to build on it, and they want to get rich quick type of schemes. But when it comes to validation and attention about their passions, motivations, anger, and frustration. So my advice to you, just play the game. Play the game, you having a Capricorn alignment, you do you in this field, okay? Because imagine you and I can be playing football, but you are a more aggressive physical player, and I'm a more technical, intelligent player. We're playing the same game, but you being yourself and I'm being myself. You know what I'm saying? So the game right now is being fixed and consistent about some relatable, enjoyable, validated passions, motivations, angers, and frustrations. So, and Mars is exalted on your Capricorn sign, so you know this, but you don't want, or you think it's weird to be more relatable, to be more light. But bro, you gotta play the game on your own way, on your own position, on your own role. You know what I'm saying? And we need you. We need your internal, dark, feminine Saturn energy here. Otherwise, it's just nobody can trust anybody. Nobody is doing some real shit. Everybody just jerking each other off, basically. And that ain't cool, bro. That ain't even... Fuck that shit, you know? Anybody can communicate, anybody. And that's also the Aquarius role. To be more like, put limits and boundaries to the communication. Right? Aquarius, you're being opposed. If you have Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Uranus, or Saturn, this is for you. And Mars is on your opposing side. But, like I always say, Aquarius and Leo opposition is the best, quote-unquote, opposition. Because they are both about the same thing, uniqueness and individuality. Aquarius wants to talk about it, Leo wants to be seen about it. Aquarius wants to see that in others, Leos want others to see that in themselves, for an example, right? And I was about to say that even an opposition is not bad. An opposition can also be an opportunity for balance. And if you think about it, opposition, opportunity. So a sextile, it's an opportunity that you have to go in, or you can choose to go in. An opposition, you are already in it. You are a part of it. So you can choose to go in or go out. But the only choice is how you go through it. You know what I'm saying? So Aquarius can limit themselves. Aquarius can kill their imaginations and creativities. But with Mars in Leo, You have nowhere to run, Aquarius. You are a part of this. You're not only playing the game, you are the ball. You are the field. You are the referee. That's actually a great analogy. The referee, hey ref, authority, hey shut up player, fall, yellow card. That's some Aquarius shit. You are a part of the game, receiving attention, but you hard. You're making the rules. They playing, they being creative, but they being too aggressive. Hey, you there, stop that shit. Next time I'll book your ass. Or you have to send somebody off. You have to boo her boost from the stands. But you're doing your job. You're making sure nobody gets hurt. You make sure nobody breaks the rules. You're making sure nobody breaks each other's legs. That's exactly, infinitely, what Aquarius is going through right now with Mars and Venus in Leo. With the referees right now. We play the game in a very different way, but if there is no players, if there is no field, if there is no crowds, what the fuck is the referee doing there? Right? And that's a huge life lesson for Aquarius. Yes, you have the power of authority, you have the power to receive attention by applying your authority, but if there is, like the referee, if there is no game, if there is no ball, if there is no pitch, if there is no players, no coach, no staff, no crowd, what the fuck is you doing in the stadium, bro? Nothing. So you need them, and they need you, right? But in different ways, in different roles. So how can Aquarius fix and expand their creativity right now? Do what you generally don't do. Go crazy, think less, commit some mistakes, be ashamed of yourself a little bit, because everybody does. I know we Aquariuses, we try to be perfect, we try to not shame ourselves, we try to avoid shit that can make us look in a certain way. But then, bro, that's why Aquarius is the weirdest sign, because we be so much problem as an Aquarius. Not they thought I'm afraid. That's not the problem for Aquarius. The problem for Aquarius is we back. My bad, guys. So the problem to Aquarius is not, or the biggest insult to an Aquarius is when somebody says that you are doing the same as us. That's the Aquarius. Oh shit! I can't deal with that. No, I'm not. No, I'm not like everybody else, and it's okay. We came to this world together. We came from different places, but we met here, right? And we share natures. We share similar body functions and even similar mental functions. It's okay, Aquarius. And don't forget your humanitarian side, your Cancer side, heart space. Bro, come on! I think I'll do the houses tomorrow. Shit, it's vacillating. Tá a vacilar, caralho. That's one advantage of being Portuguese, is you can say whatever you want. Like, you can say bad words like foda-se, caralho pá. It's okay. I don't know. Google doesn't know. No, they do know, but it's okay. Because it's not very spoken, right? But yeah, internet connection going out, in and out today. Let's go. Aquariuses, just accept that we came to this world together, and it's okay to be relatable. We share spaces, we share body functions, we share body fluids, we share mental functions. You have an arm, I have an arm. We chose to have similar things. It's okay. But we need you to show us the true way or the real way to think and communicate. We need you to show us. And so, but that's you gotta do this. You gotta show yourself. Not just talk, not just think, show, act, express, and see the world. See yours and others. Act on and express your passions motivations, angers, and frustrations that deal with spirituality, creativity, validation, enthusiasm, pleasure, and entertainment. And you'll be alright. Because you already know this Leo game. But sometimes, and you, Leos also know the Aquarius game. But sometimes you refuse each other. YouTube, stop hating. No, it's us. It's the hard. Right? So Pisces, you gotta be more consistent with how you see as well. Because you be too quick to join something, you be too quick to fall in love and not rise in love, you be too quick to believe in something. No. Now you gotta be more passionate when you look at something. And it's not about if it is truth or false. I mean, also, alright, but not only. It's like, is this really relating with my passions, with my frustrations? All right, bro, this has to have to be better now, right? So Pisces, you have to see with more passion, with more motivation, with more frustration, with more anger, right? And you have to make sure, is this about my image? Is this about my uniqueness, my individuality? Is this person with real passion? Yeah, there's actually a good filter. If you see an astrologer, spiritualist, or whatever, and they are not passionate, they fake or they insecure. Because sometimes they do enjoy what they do, but they don't believe in themselves or they don't believe in their purpose, so you can trust them. Alright? Because they are not fixed, Leo, enough in their Mars, passions and motivations, to do what it gotta be done. And they can switch on you, on themselves. You know what I'm saying? And you Pisces, you might be supporting suicidal thoughts, creatively speaking, not literally speaking. You might be supporting people that they self-sabotaging themselves. And you gotta be like, bro, you have no passion. What the fuck is this? Like, what is your purpose? You're doing this with no passion, no motivation, no anger, no frustration. That's what I said in the start of the stream. Bro, please tell me we are still live. I think we're still live. Moonlight Orange saying, OMG, this is my rising, and yes, and yeah. I was just watching, I was just AFT this at work. We just, okay, we live, let's go. Let's finish this before it gets more flunked out. And yeah, Pisces, you might be supporting too much, and you gotta be a bit more passionate about things that relate with your individuality and creativity. And you are the ones that gonna be sensing and seeing the real spirit, because you Pisces, right? So the real spirituality, the real meaning, the real purpose, the real expansion. Because somebody might be using the Mars in Leo to expand their image, but not their spirit. To expand how they receive validation, but not their purpose. Because Mars is connected to your spiritual purpose. The North Node is your spiritual purpose. Mars is how hard you go into your spiritual purpose. Alright? So Pisces, just make sure that you are supporting yourself and around you the right passions, motivations, angers, and frustrations, and make sure you have a clear mentality so you don't support some misunderstandings, because they might be showing you some passion but they're showing no purpose. They might be showing you some purpose but they're showing no passion, and that's how you know they're a fake motherfucker. Alright, so thank you for watching, everybody. Your support is greatly appreciated. Tomorrow we'll do Mars and Leo through the houses, how to expand through the houses so you have a better internet connection, right? And thank you for watching. If you are still here, I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, and a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Make sure to book a reading or personal consultation with me if you want to clarify something in your life or just know more about yourself. You can see it on IG, or you can see it on my Discord. You can ask me about it. Bro, I have 51% air energy. I might look tough, and I am tough, but I'm good at communicating, and I'm pretty chill at communicating as well. So just we spiritual here, bro. This is for our spirit, from some spiritual clarity, so you can go in hard like a motherfucker into our spiritual purpose. Because there is no other reason for being here than your spiritual purpose. Alright, guys, believe in yourself, believe in all possibilities, and if you have one, believe in a spiritual ship. Until the next time, thank you very much once again. Enjoy yourself, enjoy this Mars Day in Leo, and as a Today Cloud Surfer is surfing out. See you soon.